What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back again for another episode of Greenleaf. This is the second episode of season 3, the space between the two-part finale, season premiere. So I'm pretty sure that we will be getting these episodes on Wednesday at the regular time. Ain't they usually how to be Wednesday? Either way, Ashley will still be here on this goddamn thing doing the reviews, whatever. But let's get into this video. This episode was a mess. Okay, as we pointed out last week, Lady Mae keeps on blaming Gigi for every single thing that's going on. Okay, you cannot get mad that Gigi came there with a purpose. Her purpose, she didn't even want to come back, but she had a purpose to come back after her sister died, committed suicide because of the shit that was going on with your goddamn brother May, that you still seem as though you're trying to protect this image. Baby, it's like, let it go. Realize the fact that your brother was terrible, okay? Your brother was a horrible human being and he hurt people, and not only did he hurt people, he hurt your daughter. And it's like you care more for him than your own daughter, because you don't really mention Faith no more. Okay, we haven't heard Faith's name this whole season yet, and it's only 2 episodes in, but we still haven't heard her name. Okay, especially uttering out your mouth. You know, the bishop, he laying in the bed in the guest room and he can't go to sleep. Oh my God, it just felt like me because I gotta get a new mattress. All right, and I was just tossing and fucking turning and trying to get that right spot, trying to get a spot. It's just a mess. And he gets up and take his ass. He had the audacity to go up into that room, right? And tell May she can get her ass out and she gonna sleep up in the bed. I said, bitch, I would have been just like her. No, nigga, you take your ass back into that guest room or you take your ass to the couch, okay? Cause all we doing is fronting for the people when we go to church and shit like that until this IRS shit done. Just because we fronting for them don't mean that we fronting with each other, okay? You gonna sleep on that couch or whatever because you're not finna sleep up in this bed with me and I'm not moving. I said, go off, okay? So they sitting down at the table and stuff. We got Gigi talking on the phone with Rochelle about this whole defense fund for domestic abuse and all this shit. They gonna work together. And I said, girl, you better be cooking up a plan or something like that. At this point in time, now last night I said Gigi probably gonna be the one that's gonna catch Rochelle ass up and two-piece her ass. But at this point, I just don't know what type of angle she trying to play because they do the defense fund, okay? But they sitting in there. I'm getting ahead of myself. So we see um, Carissa and Jacob talking about this new streaming service. Oh yes, we're about to get this streaming service. Now everybody gonna be at home on their phones and their laptops, on their iPods, on their, just everywhere on their streaming devices, just watching us and all this stuff. Here comes Zora. She come out there talking about can I use the phone to call Sophia? And she was like, nah, you can't use the phone. And at first, Jacob was gonna say no, but Carissa is looking at her like, I'm pretty sure she got the point. She's okay. We can go ahead and do this. And it's just irking me how lax she is being with this girl. This girl has put y'all through so much turmoil, and she is still trying to do the same thing. She is playing you, Carissa, because you at this point, it's like good cop, bad cop. He's the stern parent. She's the lax parent. She's getting over on Carissa at this point because Carissa was like, go ahead and let him see the phone. And then Jacob was like, okay, here, you can use my phone to call Sophia. And then she was like, she was about to leave out. And he said, no, come use the phone right here in front of my face. And so she said, I don't even want it no more. Because, bitch, we knew that you was finna go Isaiah. And he caught that shit. And I was like, girl, you got to wake up early to pull a wool over your parents' eyes because one or both of them did the same thing or some version of that before. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we do, our parents did already, okay? Moving on from that, we see Bishop and Lady Mae at the table. Gigi earlier when she had ran into the daddy after he came out of the room. She was scamping in, okay? And, you know, Gigi said something like, it's a good thing saying that y'all trying to put up this front about marriage and y'all still talking about marriage or whatever because they got this program that they can't, refund or whatever because the church need the money. So therefore they not going to refund it even though they going through turmoil in their marriage and stuff like that. They not going to refund it. And um Lady Mae goes on her tirade once again, going in on Gigi. I don't understand why you up here acting like you ain't got stuff that's going on, like you doing your little hoeing at night and how this stuff is looking. You coming over there from Darius' house, scamping in the middle of the night and early mornings, from you having these sexual relations, and you don't care how that look and all that stuff. And I said, you got your goddamn nerve. She was like, leave his problems for him to fix, not you. I said, you got your nerve, Lady Mae. Bitch, you was out here fucking around with Lionel, okay? This is how fucked up this whole thing is, okay? You got Bishop who messed around with her sister, Mavis, on and off for a while. And then you have Lady Mae who is messing around with a good friend of the family who was damn near like family. And she claimed, it's just like y'all both was doing wrong. I do feel like it's Bishop did the worst because that is her sister, her blood or whatever. But still, y'all both are equally wrong in the sense because y'all both was having affairs on each other. And Lady Mae, for you to be judging Gigi for fucking Darius, her boyfriend, who she's only fucking at this moment. Girl, if you don't get your ass out here, you having extramarital affairs. I think you look worse in the paint because you was married having extramarital affairs and stuff like that. Girl, stop it, okay? And at this point, they start turning on the charms and acting and all this stuff. They go to the church, making it seem like everything's all good. That parishioner who was a deaconess, okay, who was always on the board meetings, who was catching Gigi up because Gigi told her that Lady Mae was going out with a cold last night, and trying to make it seem like, then Bishop said that she was out with her peoples, going to see some family, and she'd have met up with them and trying to say, I don't know whether to believe you was out with a cold or you was actually going out of town or whatever. She was like, well, listen, I was out with a cold and I was going on in town at the same time, but the Lord works in mysterious ways and I'm actually here, so I'm feeling better. I said, girl, you better play that shit off. And I was just like the deaconess. Bullshit. That's how her face was when she walked away. She ain't here for the bull. She ain't here for the bull. Okay. Rochelle in there talking to what's her name? Grace about this whole defense fund they for domestic abuse, and then Matt comes up and she was like, I'm glad he did. I said, damn, Rochelle, did he touch you? She was trying to connect with her and all this stuff, and they're vibing. It was like, just call me Rochelle, don't call me Miss Cross and all this stuff. And I was like, how this gonna work? Next thing you know, Rochelle roll up in there and she bumps into the bishop. I know you said we're not supposed to be talking to each other in public like this because of the perception that it's giving everybody, but I had to tell you that, I'm gonna be here and I just got through coming out of a meeting with Grace and all this stuff and whoop-de-woo. And I'm just like, girl, okay, with this flirting ass shit that you doing, all right. Keep that shit up and Grace gonna peep that. Baby, at one point, Grace had asked Rochelle on another meeting, did is anything going on between you and my father? It was like, cause you always in the office like you own the bitch. She was like, you know what? It is so fucked up that we live in this day and age. I thought you would be different. I left a congregation before because they were spreading rumors like this and I wasn't even doing nothing. And it's so sad to see a woman that's around my same age that's doing all this shit. I thought we was here. And for you to judge me like that is so messed up. And no, I am not doing nothing with your goddamn father. And she walked out. Had Grace sitting there looking dumb as fuck. And I said, Grace, don't look dumb as fuck. Just look like, bitch, I'm onto your shit. And then, Rochelle walked out and she almost was gone. She said, let me stop, let me breathe. I got a whole face. Let me go back and keep playing this role. She turned back around and she was like, but you know what? We got to be women about this shit and we got to stick together, okay? So let's just do this stuff in the name of God and, get over it. I forgive you. It is what it is. And you stuck with me now. And Grace was like, I was like, girl, please, okay? So at this point, we see this scene where Lady Mae is coming down some steps. Rochelle runs into Lady May. She asking about Zora, and she was like, I'm pretty sure you can understand, about the running away things because sometimes that happens and it's not good to run away and all this shit. Lady May was like, how would you think I know that? Because I've never tried that. Maybe that's something that you used to, but it ain't nothing that I'm used to. Look at me, still getting school. I learn something every day. I said, no, you didn't. Rochelle got her nerves, and in that scene, if you notice, Lady May is onto it. Okay, she don't know exactly what's going on, but she knows something ain't right with that girl, and she pushing up on Bishop, and she just not really here for it at the moment. So I don't even know what happened this week. But we see Charity talking on the phone to Javari and basically saying she's not gonna be able to come out there for that day. They got somebody else that's gonna replace her for the moment, but then she'll be out there the next tour date. Then Tasha Skanks come up in Jacob's office and talking about some of the members and the way they pronounce the names and stuff like that, just flirting. She walks away, he looking, she look, and I said, stop this shit. Jacob, stop this shit, okay? Then Carissa, she is like a dean at the school, also as well as having the duties of being first lady. So she have to deal with these elitist, classist, fucking privileged ass black parents. I can't stand it. Being upset that their son got a B on a paper and that Carissa didn't read it and basically saying, so what are you going to do? As if she's supposed to sit there right then and there because they're donors to the school and they think that a B grade is just good enough for community college and they want him to go to Yale and stuff like that. As if they want her to change the grade for him just because they donate money. I said, if you don't get the fuck out of here, baby. Carissa was trying to run to the freaking church because she was late for a meeting, and the people in there don't even know that she don't even be around that much for them to realize that um Tasha Skanks is no longer the first lady, but she is. I said, that don't make no sense. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That lady said, who are you? I thought she was the first lady. You know what I'm saying? She was like, no, I'm the first lady and all this. Kevin and Charity still going through their mess about who's supposed to get with who. No, you're not supposed to have a baby. This is my right and all this shit. Kevin do deserve to be around the child. Okay, I think that because Charity, her feelings still a little bit hurt because of what he did. I understand that, but you cannot deny this man the right to be a father to his child regardless of what went on. If he's ready to step up, let him step up, so you can't say anything else about him. And that's basically what's gonna happen with that situation. We got Tasha coming in on Jacob as he was looking online to see some furrows and some cashmere sweaters and shit for Carissa, saying that she deserved it because she be working her ass off and all this stuff. Tasha suggests to go get some jewelry. Let's go to my jeweler, okay? And they got champagne and shit like that. They go to the jeweler, right? She looking at all this stuff and they acting very much like they're in a fucking relationship, and it was irritating me. Trying on this ugly ass, gaudy ass necklace and taking pictures with his phone. Either she took a picture on her phone with her with the necklace on, or sent the picture to his phone later on. He looked at that picture after he gave that same ugly ass necklace to Carissa, okay? Because Carissa was talking to Charity. Charity was all up in her feelings about this whole thing with Kevin, like what's going on. Now he want to come in and act like he a parent and like he done read the rule books of what it is to be a good parent and all this stuff. She was like, but you did say that he was a good father before all this shit happened and all this. And when Jacob came up in the house, Carissa said, where the fuck you been? Okay, she had PTSD, okay? She had flashbacks to when Jacob was dipping out fucking around, okay? So she wanted to know. He wouldn't tell her because Charity was there, but he did tell her later on that night. He was out getting her some jewelry, getting her a little surprise. That's where the champagne was coming from on his brow. And gave her that ugly ass necklace. She was like, oh, thank you, boo boo. Come meet me in the bedroom and get this Christian poom poom. And he was like, okay, baby. Next thing you know, he look at his phone and it's a picture of Tasha Skanks with that necklace on. And here he go. I said, you better uncurl the corners of your lips, bitch. Take that smile off. And I'm so glad he deleted the picture. He said, no evidence this time. Woo, all right. So he do what he got to do up in there. Then we get this whole scene. with Lady Mae and Bishop. Lady Mae and Bishop were sitting down with the lady who won the money from the lottery. And, she comes up in there. She was like, when I came up in here, it felt like something was off kilter. Okay? Like something is off. They both get in their feelings. They like, oh shit, did she catch it on that we ain't really together? Like we fucking playing games with her just so we can get her money, whatever. She was like, you know what I think it is? It's the paintings. Y'all got new paintings. And then Lady Mae said, oh yeah, we had to get rid of the old ones and move on. Look at that bitch. I said, you better throw your shots. All right. And the lady is having little flashbacks about her relationship with her husband Horace, who passed away, and she has a little breakdown for a moment because she missed him. Because they was talking about how many years y'all been married? 44, going on 45 this year. I said 45 years y'all about to be, and y'all wait till now to let all the skeletons come just pumbling about the closet. Goddamn, okay? Y'all in deep and tough, and y'all just, it's just a lot. Can you imagine in 45 years almost what else is in them closets that we don't know yet? Girl, a whole bunch of shit. And so, Bishop came right out and just said, we need the money for the IRS and could you do this? And of course, the lady had her questions for a moment and he put it on thick. He was like, now, if you don't think that you can be able to do it, we totally understand and it will never change our feelings for you. But do it for the Lord. It's for the church. We don't have liquid assets right now, so we can't do anything. We can only do probably like 200,000, a couple of 100,000, but all our money and stuff is tied up. I said, y'all living in these big mansions and stuff be broke as hell. But old girl went on ahead and did it because he threw in there because it's for the church. I said, oh, all right. Then you have Sophia and Zora. I have to drink some water on this. Because Zora, that little girl, put her away, okay? Like, she is doing the absolute most. And I know she's a teen and she's just acting out. But she really had Sophia over there laughing it up. I'm so glad that you came. I thought you wasn't going to forgive me. At first I wasn't. I was mad at you. But, girl, I was just looking out for you. I know you were, whatever. But, hey, girl, let me ask you this question. Take this money right here. Mind you, that's the $20 that she done stole from the goddamn collection plate from church that Sunday. Take this money and go down to the store and give me one of those prepaid phones. Listen. I'm just saying. I am going stark crazy up in here without any communication from the outside world. She was like, communication from the outside world, or are you trying to call Isaiah? Is that what you mean? Because if it's for him, baby, I can't do it. You mean you can't do it or you won't do it? Bitch, I won't, okay? You not finna get me caught up in this shit again. That boy put his hands on you. What did you think? And then you had the audacity to ask me this? The gall of you. She was like, fuck yeah. Later on, we see that Jacob bring a goddamn computer, not a computer, but the TV up in the room. And he was like, Sophia, convinced us to let you have a TV, said that we can trust you or whatever. And she turned that TV on thinking she can get to the internet and it said restricted. Bitch. So how that went. Later, we get this scene with Gigi. Gigi is with Darius and she's telling him everything that's going on in the house and how the daddy is sleeping in the guest room and how, they putting up this front and all that stuff and what Lady Mae was saying. Now, obviously they just got through fucking. Okay, she just got through washing up. She got a nice little body. They look mocha-like together. It's cute. And he was like, "Where you going?" She was like, "I think I need to go home." And it was like, why you need to go home? To all that hypocrisy that they going on, because she did tell him about, Lady Mae talking about how she be coming home and, with her little sexual stuff with Darius and all this shit. It was like, with all the hypocrites and hypocrisy that's going on over there in that house, why don't you just stay here tonight? And she said, thank you. And I was like, thank you for what? Me and him said it at the same time. She said, thank you for making my decision even easier. I said, girl, get out your feelings, because what he said was the truth. It's a lot of hypocritical bullshit going on in that house, okay? Lady Mae coming at you because you out here fucking willy-nilly and she out here having extramarital affairs herself. Girl, it's just a mess. So All that shit happened. Gigi just left. I said, you gonna leave that man like that. Girl, stop playing. Okay? Um, Lady May confronts Joseph Bishop about Rochelle, trying to figure out what the fuck it is that's going on with her and how does she know about Zora? What you doing telling her all my business and stuff like this? Bitch, what you mean? So when you left here, you went to the Biltmore Hotel with that bitch? Is that who you left with? Oh, you telling her all this business? Girl, she went off. And I said, y'all just need to take a break from each other. Take a breather. Okay? Gigi go up there talking to the daddy, trying to see what's going on. And basically, it seemed as if, you know, she was trying to get the daddy to see the mom side. It's like, even when she comes at her, she's still trying to protect her mama in a sense and be a good daughter to her. But like the daddy said, oh, May had an affair with fucking Lionel. So what you got to say about that? Get the fuck out the way. She was like, yes, sir. That didn't change the whole situation and flipped it on his head. Because now Gigi went over there to May's place in the house. Because she was like, mama up there crying. You need to make this right. How can you sleep with her sister and all this stuff? Well, she had an affair with Lionel, okay? Now go talk to that bitch about that. You know, she go up there talking to her. And she was like, you up here judging me about the shit that I'm doing, and you having whole ass extramarital affairs and shit too. Like, daddy ain't the only one. Okay, she was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done being blamed. I'm done feeling dirty. I'm done feeling wrong. I'm just done. I am done. I said, bitch, y'all got a lot of drama going on up in this household, okay? And speaking of drama, we get Charity, right? She's in Kevin's new place. And he done got it all baby proof and all ready, you know, for the baby to come in, saying he got some stuff coming in. And it seemed like they was vibing and gonna be on the same page. And his whole thing is, you can go on tour, just leave me the baby. I can be trusted to be with my son. That's all that he wanted. And she was leaning toward being able to do that up until Aaron came into the house. And she was like, is he staying here? And he was like, no, he just here for a couple of days. And I said, you know, I get it that you in your feelings still that, you know, he gay or whatever, and he 9 out of 10 was faking it throughout the whole marriage. But you need to get over that shit. You over in a whole ass new relationship or trying to start a relationship that you're sabotaging because you can't get over this shit. Like, that man moved on. He hurt you. Yes, we understand. So you're gonna wallow in that hurt. You're gonna allow that hurt to affect you for the rest of your life and all your relationship. Get over it, baby. Get over it. Jabari calling her. She calling Jabari talking about something. I ain't gonna be able to finish this tour. Jabari hung the phone up on her ass. I said, damn. Goddamn, Jabari. That's it? That's how you gonna play this shit? Bitch. Lady May at the end of this episode. The episode went out with a bang. Bitch, the season premiere started with a bang. This episode went out with a bang, okay? Lady May bust into Bishop's office and was like, you told Gigi everything? You told Gigi about Lionel? How the fuck you did this and all this stuff? And whoop-de-whoop, let me just tell you this thing, okay? Once we get this goddamn check from Clara, that's the girl name, the lady name, we are done. And this IRS stuff is fixed. We are done. I am divorcing your black ass. And then told him, don't keep the person that's on your, don't keep your caller waiting. That's rude. I said, damn, bitch, and walked the fuck out. Girl, the Greenleaf is going to give us one this whole season. I just feel it, and I am here for it. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this 2-night season premiere, and I will see you guys later. Peace.